we are at the second house. When you get to this price point and in the market that we're in, there's just not a lot of inventory. So we're only seeing, I believe, 3 houses, and the third one's not really gonna be comparable to the other 2, but this one should be a good one. Clients are on their way, but we are gonna take a look at the house right now. It says new construction, although technically I believe someone's living here. So I wonder if it was a mixture of building / also living here, or if they're just one of those individuals that want to take advantage of the wild market where they moved in and realized they have so much equity from building the house that they're just gonna turn around and sell it. Hey guys, it's the following day. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get out with an update for my commercial property. I had a ton of appointments in the evening. Wound up just closing shop for the day, but we are back here at the following morning, 9 a.m. And to update you guys a little bit on the commercial property, there's a couple things, just small stuff that definitely wind up adding up in price. So we're obviously getting rid of the previous owner's signage here. There's 2 of them. Technically, this is 4 units. I'm occupying 2 of them. So we're gonna be needing 2 new signs here and 1 out front where the actual road hits this complex. Now going inside, we did get, and this is another reason why I didn't wanna film this until the following day. There was a ton of discussion amongst the team, as well as with Meg, who's been helping me out in terms of just color coordinating and designing the interior. Well, it's not gonna be as open as we expected. I'll walk you guys through why. So coming inside here, you've got this wall. Well, this wall originally was going to be demoed. Unfortunately, this wall has to stay now for structural reasons. If you guys remember when we first walked in, where I'm standing and the 2x4s are still on the floor here, this was all just a huge wall. This was a physical office that I'm standing in. We've demoed that, and this is going to walk into a client sitting, kind of relaxing area. And what we've decided with this entire wall, rather than it being open to the rest of the entire commercial space, is we're gonna throw back up the wall, even though we've demoed it here, and just do a loud, you know, KMAC Realty Group signage here with some cabinets and some countertops for maybe a coffee bar. And again, there's going to be room right here for sitting, lounging, and you're gonna look straight into a glass door, which is where my business manager and transaction coordinator will work out of. And the other space here will be all co-working space for agents. Now we are finishing up removal of the last few things when it comes to demo work, plumbing and electrical. You can see that the wall is no longer here. However, there is still plumbing and electrical. This will be removed as of today, which will allow us to take the rest of this 2x4 and framing down, which again will open out this entire space for co-working space for the agents. And the other update that we have is on the other side. Good. So moving into my physical office, there has been some updating when it comes to framing. As you can see, this was all originally one office at one point. The new framing here is making my office smaller, but I mean, I don't even know the dimensions here, but this is still a substantially large office. If I just slap down my desk here, I've got all this space looking forward to be able to watch my agents if I need to. And there was also something that was brought up yesterday to me with the fact that all of this is going to be, you know, brand new see-through glass rather than these French door style offices. I'm gonna be able to see out, but people are also going to be able to see completely into my office. So likely what we will install is some sort of contraption where we'll be able to basically pull blinds over, essentially, where I can close in. Like if I need to have a conversation with an agent or someone on my team, I can pull them in here and have it be private, or I can leave that open and be able to see everyone into the office setting. Not just the working agents in the office, but I can also see all the way across to where my business manager and transaction coordinator are. Now the next thing here is what I call my nap room. Yes, I'm actually going to have a space in my office. And it's not just going to be for me, but the whole purpose was the fact that I wake up so early. My morning routine is key for growth in my business. Waking up anywhere from 2:45 to 4 o'clock in the morning, getting to the gym and getting to the office so early. I tend to wear out halfway through the day. So we're gonna have a bed that basically comes down off of the wall, and you're gonna have the option, or I'm going to have the option, or really anyone on the team can come in here. So each individual agent, including myself, will have their own individual storage area that will have, you know, their own pillow, their own bedding, their own blankets, so it's not like you're sleeping in 4 other people's beds. And really this will be an option for me quite regularly, and it'll be an option for anyone that needs to take, you know, a quick nap. And it'll be closed off with this door, so there's no natural light coming in. Yes, we will have a couple, you know, maybe an overhead light or just a nightstand over here with a lamp if need be. But the main purpose here is for me to be able to stay at the office and not have to go home, let my dogs out because I feel bad leaving them at home alone for 12 hours. Instead, I can bring my dogs here, sleep. I can stay at the office till 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night and go home and just crash. It'll allow me to extend my day, which honestly, I love what I do so much that even if I put in essentially 2 days worth of work in one day, I still love what I do, and it prevents me from having to go home and just feel comfortable and not work when I get home, which essentially at this point is what I do. I get home and I just get too comfortable that I don't want to work, and I wind up in bed at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night and pass out by 9. And the last update I have for you guys as far as the commercial property goes is we have officially taken down the framing between these 2 offices. Technically the space right here was just a lot of useless space. This, however, is going to be our entire filming and editing studio, so stay tuned as far as more content when this is completed. It's a little bit different than what I've been just normally filming in my tiny office setting currently, but also the other great news is it allows my videographer and editor here to have their own space with this entry or an additional entry door here too. Because of the filming and editing studio being really blocked off from the rest of the entire space, they can choose to come here during the weekends, they can work after hours, and they don't have to necessarily be roaming with, you know, other clients or potential people that are not necessarily related to my business at 11 p.m. on a Friday night. They can still have people come in here, they can still edit, they can still film. I'm giving them the flexibility to do so, but it will be blocked off from the rest of the commercial space for their own privacy, but also for my personal reasoning as well. So that's the update I have for you guys as far as the commercial space. It is beginning of March. We've got another 45 days. When it comes to remodeling stuff, I tend to never really be able to hit deadlines, but I am paying a substantial cost here, and this is a true commercial developer and remodeler. So as far as timeline goes, we're looking at the next 45 days to complete this. We'll see if it actually works out. I'm still remodeling my Fort Worth single family rental for the past 2 months, and I expect it to be done in 1 month. That's closing up soon too, and I'll give you guys an update on that here shortly. But let's head back to the office. I'm gonna update you guys on my real estate company and what has been happening with that. Here we go. All right, guys, we are back at my current office. If you've been following my journey, this is actually not my office, it's my best friend's mortgage company's office, but it's where I house my company. And you'll be able to see just why we're moving from where we are now to about 2,300 square feet. But we are gonna be a little bit quiet. The first of the month is really when they have their powwow together when it comes to all of their loan officers. So I'm gonna walk you guys through this space. This is currently all of the co-working space for loan officers as well as realtors. Both my team and his team can technically use this space. You've got a kitchen behind here, you've got bathrooms, you've got offices, and then you've got them working out in the front. But you can see my personal office space is maybe 11 by 18. Not a very large space. I mean, this is maybe 200 square feet. Not a ton of space to be able to grow into. So we're going to be obviously moving over to the commercial space here in about 45 days. Did make 2 new hires. I've got my new business manager and TC. They're both new as of 2022. We've got Peter here not really doing any work. He's got 7 deals under contract for 2022. He got licensed at the end of last year, doing pretty well for the team too. And this is really where I work out of and where I film the rest of my videos. So as you guys can tell, there's not a ton of space to be able to grow here, but the opportunity moving forward at the new office is probably the most exciting part of my business right now. All right, guys, so that is a lot of what is going on in my life right now. I've got a situation with a broken bow cabin that I'll be updating you guys on. I didn't really update you on this vlog, and I've also got my Fort Worth rental property that should be closing as far as closing up remodeling here shortly. But a ton of stuff going on with my local real estate team, as well as a ton of stuff just going on with my current clientele. But with that, guys, 2022 should be a ridiculous year. I'm excited to take you along with me. And if you do have any questions about business, entrepreneurship, real estate, anything that I can help you out with, I'd love to do so. Leave a comment down in the comment section below and stay tuned for the next video.